What's up guys, this is TheKephas, and today I thought it would be fun to share my experiences playing Super Smash Bros. As someone who has a visual disability. As many of you already know, I am someone who is very passionate about video games who also happens to have really bad eyesight. And as you can expect, this can make playing video games very challenging, especially when it comes to a game like Super Smash Bros. Now, I have been a huge Smash fan ever since the first Smash game on the N64, and the challenges that I've had with the game have been around from the very beginning. And with the release of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, my passion for this series has intensified. And despite my challenges, I strive to play the best that I can and get the most out of this game. Of course, I am no pro. I mostly spend my time playing this game casually with my family. But the more I play it, the more I desire to be better. So today I'm going to share a couple of my online matches that I believe will help demonstrate my approach to the game and the challenges I am faced with as a visually impaired gamer. Now this first match is a 1v1 with me playing as King K. Rool. This is no items with 3 stocks, and this is the best scenario for me to play Smash. Whenever there are more people involved, say 3 people, 4 people, or even a group match, I tend to have a lot more trouble keeping track of my character. The characters in Smash are very small, so when they're getting launched all over the place, like I just was there, I can quickly lose track of where my character is, and that does happen quite a bit. The map also plays a factor, because, you know, the maps can make it very hard for me to see my character because my character blends in with the map. So more solid background maps, darker maps, things like that tend to be better. This map is not too bad because it's mostly a solid background. It's easy to keep track of, and with just me and this other guy, it's easy for me to see where I am because the camera is only focusing on us. More people, the camera tends to move about a lot more, and the characters become a lot smaller, and it's a lot easier to lose track. Items are also a problem because they're so small, I tend to not see them before other people do, and so I tend to not want to play the game with items. I just like to do just a traditional Smash game, no items, no BS, just me and preferably one other person, and then I can do my best. And so, of course, I'm not doing my best here because this guy is kicking my butt, and I was certainly expecting him to just easily defeat me with little trouble, and he's doing a pretty good job of that right now. So I was feeling pretty outclassed here, but I wanted to show this anyways because I feel like it's a pretty good demonstration. Now, what I tend to do when I first start out is I like to try to feel people out, and I was able to get back at him there because he's very aggressive. I was able to shield, grab, and then smack him out off the map. But if I try to be more aggressive right off the bat and not really know what the other person does half the time, I tend to try to react more, and I have very bad reaction time because of my vision. People are, on average, going to have better reaction times than me, and that puts me at a very big disadvantage. So I try my best to feel people out, and now that I kind of have this guy's, pattern down a little bit, I'm able to be a little bit more aggressive here. So I see him trying to come up after me, and I get out of the way. Now I'm going to move out of the way and try to stay away from him. He has a pretty good range with his sword, and whenever I stay above him, he tends to get the best of me. So I'm trying to stay low, trying to keep my eyes on him, keep track of where he is, and I got super lucky there with the cannonball because he jumped right into it. So now I'm going to put the heat on. I've come back pretty well here, and I'm able to kind of, kind of have a chance here of beating this guy, even though he was pretty heavily outclassing me early on. So, of course, I'm just trying to stay low, trying to stay out of the way. I grab him again, hit the smash, but I don't get it there. But now, he's not as confident as he was, so I'm able to stay underneath him, and then, bam, I actually come back and won this game, and that's how I was able to win, because I took my time, I tried to be patient. Of course, like I said, part of that was probably some luck, but I was able to get that win. Now, we've looked at a 1v1, now let's take a look at a group tag team match. Now, this match is a 2v2 with me and my wife. Again, I am K. Rool and she is King DDD. And I forgot to mention, I enjoy playing larger characters, heavy characters, because they're a lot easier for me to see. And because these characters are so small, like I said earlier, and now that we have 4 people fighting in one match, it's a lot more chaotic, and so it's a lot easier for me to see my character if I'm playing a heavier character. So my wife and I are both playing heavy characters this time. Now, what you're going to notice here, because we are playing as a team, she is standing in front of me and trying to keep kind of be a wall between me and the opponents. Now, we were able to get the best of them there and kind of separate them and whatnot. Now, unfortunately, she got kind of double teamed there, and I wasn't doing much to help her out. So, like I said, what you'll see is she will try her best a lot of times to stand in between me and the enemies. Now, of course, they were double teaming me a little bit there, and now she's kind of jumped back in, and now she's standing in front again. She's kind of playing the tank, of course, and now I'm able to use my ranged attacks, get behind them. I was able to stop Ness's thunder attack, which really did him in there. It's happened twice now. And so I'm able to stand back behind her throughout my attacks over and over again, which may not always be the best strategy, but it was working pretty well here, and she's able to kind of protect me from anything happening. Of course, they tend to break through sometimes, and it doesn't always work out that way, but either way, we're able to kind of stay together as much as possible and do as much damage as we can. Now, here, unfortunately, she kind of got screwed over there, and so did I. So now we're down a little bit, but it's okay. So I was able to smash Samus down, and I got that finish off. So we're staying together. Now we're in the middle. It's a little bit more challenging. I'm getting blown up with PK fire. And again, as you can see, I'm keeping my distance and letting her kind of stand in front. So she's kind of taking a lot of the damage, unfortunately, kind of being my tank. But I'm able to kind of do a little bit of damage staying back. And she's certainly doing her fair share of damage. Now, there you can see she was able to get them, and they couldn't get back on because we were just, in their faces. So we got a little bit lucky there, but as you can see, when I play with a team, it's very important to have a teammate that works with me because it can be very challenging to kind of keep track of where I am. So that's how I tend to play Super Smash Bros. As you can see, I do best when I am playing a 1v1, and the more chaos you add to the match, say more players, crazy maps, adding items, the more trouble I'm going to have. But that's to be expected when you're playing a fast-paced fighting game with small sprites that get launched everywhere. It can be very frustrating when I lose track of my character, which does tend to happen more often than I like. But I plow on, because I really do enjoy playing this game and I really do want to get better. But that is the nature of being a visually impaired gamer. I am always going to be faced with an extra layer of challenges. But it's up to me to only allow those challenges to be a hurdle rather than a barrier. So I keep trying, I keep learning, and I keep working to get better. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. And I hope that it explained well enough what it's like for a visually impaired gamer to play Super Smash Bros. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know by clicking that like button. And feel free to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it as well. Don't forget, you can subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are posted. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and if you'd like, you can support this channel on Patreon. Links to all of this can be found in the description below. This is TheKephas. Until next time.